Hello there, it's Jessie here. Welcome to the channel. Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I'm furious. And I put a comment under the video I released yesterday about, I watched it back and I was amazed how much I was fake smiling. Not fake smiling, and I was actually genuinely unconscious of it at the time, but I was feeling extremely hurt inside. I still do it. I laugh. It's a coping mechanism and it's okay. But I'm like talking about like very tragic things because I know how I'm feeling when I'm saying it, and I'm like, and sometimes it feels genuine, but other times I'm like, why am I smiling? I'm not happy about what I'm saying. Do I find it humorous? Maybe on some level I do, but I don't know, it felt a bit weird. It felt incongruent to me that I was saying one thing and showing another. And I was like disgusted in a way, because I consider myself quite authentic. I'm just gonna by the way, if I feel a bit weird today, my body is totally expelling so much fucking and anger and rage at something I experience like and totally blocked the memory of, and now it's came back in the week, and now I'm sort of letting my body. So what we learn is in order to sort of like release the tension that we held in our bodies from the trauma and that we didn't express at the time, part of the healing is completing the action. You know, so you get yourself into a state where like right now, I'll share like what my action is like, I like, get the fuck off me. That's my action, like get off. And it feels so good in my body to like be really aggressive with that. And so there's a lot of that happening today. So if you see me sort of like hunchback, it's because I am like, that's what my body needs to do right now today. Get rid of this rage. And I'm like, a lot of air's coming out in every direction. But if I'm really honest, I'm just like, So, to counter this sort of slight inauthenticity that I saw yesterday, today I'm going to just give you, like, not holding back at all. I don't feel embarrassed for you to see me looking like a weirdo. I don't care. Like, this is the only thing that I can do right now to make myself feel better. And I'm hesitant to say this because someone took the piss out of me once for calling things like sacred rage, but it's sacred rage. Rage. Like I'll speak for myself, but really I do feel we, but I'll say I, because I can only really speak for myself from my own experience. But I am so valid to feel this rage and to act on it. And not in an aggressive way. I don't mean you don't take it out on others, but you let it out in a safe way where you tell whatever it is you need to tell to get back the fuck off. And I want to share another story that happened in my week. Training to be an awareness facilitator, meaning you facilitate people through their own healing, but you don't tell people what you see or what you think you see. You provide a space where you guide people to their own truth, and then they've done it. They've connected the dots. They've found, because we can, you know, even if you're super psychic, we can taste. We can have an idea, a perception of what's going on for them, but we'll never really know. And you can get better and better. Some people are really fucking psychic and they do, but really that individual, like, you know, really how you feel about something and what's going on in your body. Only you know that, and people can guide you to that. That's what we're learning. but it has to come from us, really. That's where the healing is. So in the week I was practicing with, we're doing practitioner client practice in pairs, and then you swap over. And the person I was working with, I got quite triggered by their method. And I asked them calmly to stop. I said, I'm feeling an awful amount of pressure that you want me to say something. So I felt like they were trying to direct the session to where they thought it should be going. And I could feel that pressure, and it made me angry, because this is my time. This is a space for me. So I got angry, but I kept it calm, and I said, I'm feeling a lot of pressure. Can we try another method? Can you ask me something else? And then she sort of turned it back on me. Oh, you don't want to do the work. Oh, you're avoiding. And actually something I had shared in vulnerability early in the session, she turned it. So she turned my vulnerability on me to provoke me. That's what I felt. And that made me angry. That made me really angry. So I was getting more and more angry. And as I was defending myself with my anger, I saw this tiny little smile appear on the corner of her mouth. Can you imagine? I saw that she was taking enjoyment in provoking me. And at that point, because I know this behavior, I know this energy, I've seen it before. So I was not engaging, and I said, I am not engaging with you in this energy. And I turned my chair around and just kept with my back to her, like, nope, no. Few minutes go by, and she leans in and starts asking questions about her experience. Okay, fine, whatever, right? I was angry though, because it was my turn, it was my time. Okay, end the session, leave it, go for lunch, come back, we do a burning meditation, everyone's going absolutely completely wild, and I am faced with darkness. And what I feel like, this went on for 4 hours, what I felt like is I had her experience, because I was totally unable to access soft emotion. The only emotions I had access to were resentment and hatred at people who were able to express themselves. Furious. I felt disgusted. I was angry with them. How dare they feel? And this hatred just grew and grew and grew. Now, I know how to bring, well, for the most part, but I know how to bring light to darkness, usually. But I had no access in this journey. I had no access. And I was trying so hard, like, come on, I know what to do. I was trying everything. I was trying every toolbox I had. Nothing. More and more resentment. Boredom. And it was an amazing experience to I mean, I was relating it to this woman, but I think many of us experience this at times where we can't access love. And the isolation that makes us feel like everyone's against us and it's their fault. I felt that. I really, really felt it. And then I went outside because I was like, what do I do with this energy? What do you do with this? I don't know what to do. I was totally flummoxed. I normally am very creative when it comes to stuff like this, finding a way to transmute. Couldn't. So I went to the fire and prayed, like, show me, what is it? How? Can anyone help? Can anyone help me with this energy? I don't know what to do with it. I was furious. Anyway, I go back in and the journey is ending. So we're all invited to come to the altar at the front that we've created as a group. Then some stuff happened, which I'm not going to share, but all I'll say is I was in an incredibly heightened state of presence. I felt so sober. Like clarity, but I felt like a fucking silver knife. Like I was furious. Anyway, everyone leaves the altar and I decide to stay. So the room's emptying, right? The only people in there are people who are still lying down, still in the process. So I'm at the altar, alone, just taking it all in. I was feeling love, a version of love that I'm not always acquainted with. It wasn't like soft, open love. It was like this sacred rage love. It was love of rage. It was like, I don't know how to explain to you. Anyway, this woman that I had done the session with in the morning comes to the altar. That's how it felt to me. So superficial. And in the state I was in, like, no bullshit here. I stare at her, but I'm telling you, I fucking stare at her, like death stare, like, you get out. You get out of here. And I just stared at her till she got up and left the fucking room. And, you know, it might sound kind of fucking harsh what I did, but let me explain how I understand it. It wasn't the individual, it wasn't the soul that I was staring down, it was the behavior. And it was the coping mechanism. And the behavior from that coping mechanism that I was saying is not welcome here. You do not turn it round on others. You do not take the light of others because you can't access it yourself. And I know I had the experience of how fucking hard it is. I had the experience of how frustrating it is. And how the hatred for others. I know what it was like to want to tear people down who have what you don't. But you don't do it. The only way that you can get through is finding that strength within yourself, that belief that you can get yourself out of this without tearing other people down, like, you know. So I stared that energy away from the altar, that out of the room. She leaves. I'm in this very heightened present state, right? And I've got this sense of knowing, but the mind was there too, and I was doubting it, and I was like, God, am I being harsh? Am I this much of a bitch? That's what I was doubting. Am I just this? Am I this unempathetic? But it wasn't the lack of empathy. It was the tiredness that I have with this energy and this behavior. Like, stop it, for fuck's sake. I leave the altar, I thank the space, and I go outside. Same woman appears back to me, very superficial energy. I'm putting my socks on. She's like, wow, can you believe that was 4 hours? That's how it felt to me, this energy. Total protection. Okay, she's protecting herself. Okay, and she's seeking my validation, like, oh, she'll be nice to me. If I just keep being nice, she'll be nice. No. And I looked at this woman, and like, I was in a different state, okay? And I was like, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to think of you. I don't know what to feel about you. And I don't know what to do with you. And I meant it. I meant every word. I don't know what to do. I'm speaking to the energy, right? I'm speaking to the behavior, not the soul. It's important to make that distinction. However we experience it, even on the other side. And then, so I said this to her, furious. And she was like, "Aww," and she put her hand on my leg and rubbed it, "Aww," as if like pitying me. And I slapped her hand away and I said, "Don't touch me." And then she went into sorry. And I went, sorry. Vicious I was. Sorry. Got up and walked away. No time for that energy. Okay, I felt fine, I felt good, I felt whatever. She can take that however she wants. Maybe I am a massive bitch. Maybe I am. Maybe this is me too, a massive fucking bitch. Okay, I wake up the next morning and I'm like, human Jessie comes online, you know, empathetic Jessie, like, oh God, did I really do that? And I'm like, okay, I've got to speak to her. I've got to speak to her today. During the morning session, I leave to go to the bathroom and I see her sat by the door. So I go to her quickly and just say, can we talk today? And she's like, yes, please, let's talk. And it's like, okay, great, later. I don't see her for the rest of the day. I mean, I see her, but we were doing a big exercise, so there's no time. It comes to the last morning and we go to the mountain to sing. And then afterwards, we're hugging everyone, sort of saying goodbye and like integrating the week a bit. And I see her, and we see each other, and we just hug. And I feel her hug. I feel that she's feeling something again. And I look at her and I say, I'm so, so sorry for my anger and the way I expressed. And I wasn't able to express in a more adult manner. I wasn't able to really express like what I was angry about. And she looks at me and she says, it's absolutely fine. And I'm sorry for hurting you. And I really, really felt her words. It's almost as if my rage and not censoring myself in any way made her feel something. And she hadn't taken it personally. She wasn't angry at me for treating her that way. She was grateful. I could feel that. And she was sorry. And we didn't need any more words than that. We didn't need to go into blah, blah, blah. It was this and that and blah. It was very clear for both of us that we were both sorry. And I felt her. I felt she could feel something. And I share this story because sometimes we don't react how we want to because we've been conditioned not to be nice, to be kind, to say it in a certain way. And sometimes, when we really show someone how we feel, if they feel. So, that's how I am today. It's cool, huh? I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So thank you. I just got to know. I was going to end it here. You know what it was? When I was in this heightened state of presence and my masks had gone, you know, like the mask yesterday where I'm in deep pain but I'm smiling. My mask had gone and I just could finally treat someone how I want to treat them. And it's not the individual, it's not her soul, it's the behavior that I'm rejecting. So it's not personal, and thank God she didn't take it personal. She really self-reflected and didn't take it personal. And I'm fucking grateful for that. Thank you. Because that takes an awful amount of courage and insight. And it's actually compassion. And I've dealt with this a lot where I doubt this side of myself because it's not compassionate. But actually, the way I feel it and understand it is it's so much compassion, actually. Like that was all compassion. And maybe not, it wasn't even consciously compassion for her. It was compassion for me. It was how I wanted to express myself. What behavior I don't tolerate. It was compassion. Even though it was fucking... So, yeah. Compassion comes in many forms, okay? It's not personal, huh? I'm speaking to me. I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me. And you can witness it, and you're witnessing it. And it's whatever it is for you. I'm not speaking to you or at you. It's for me. And I'm grateful that you want to watch it if you're still here. So, thank you. Okay, and it feels like now it feels more complete. Alright, so let's slip into the end of a video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Comments, no. See, there I am coming out of it, but please like the video if it touched you in any way. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Hey, donate if you want, if it feels like an exchange for you. You decide. Totally. I just putting it there for you. Whatever you want. Do what you want. Do what you want. Please, please do what you need to do. And we can speed up this fucking process. All right. Much love, tribe. I'll see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful life.